Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Janardhan's Tech Blogs. I am Janardhan, basically a software engineer. In this video we are going to see how to create a Spring MVC application using Spring Boot and to integrate it with the Kafka Producer. So basically our aim is to create a form, HTML form, collect the data from the HTML form and publish it into Kafka. So it's a very simple use case, and we are going to see how to achieve this in a Spring Boot, and we are going to follow the MVC architecture. So right now we are having so I have already created this simple project. We can just walk through across this code. So we have the main program or the main application or the main class where we have the Spring Boot application annotation which specifies Spring Boot that this is the main program, or this is the entry point. Then we are having a controller class, we are having a repository, we are having a student, Pojo, and some utility classes. We shall see each one of the classes created in detail. First we should let me open the student class, which is a Pojo. It is nothing but an entity. So since we are going to collect the data of student in the HTML form, I am creating an entity student. So entity comes in Java persistence API, and in that I have made the SID, I mean the student ID, as the primary key. And then we are going to create all the getters and setters and the default constructor, everything. So this will be the Pojo class which will be treated as the entity. And then we shall see about the repository. So we are not like it is just a basic example which extends the CRUD repository, and I have named this repository as student repository, where the student, it has the CRUD repository will be of the type student comma integer, where the primary key is the integer. So first we have to create this as a Maven project. So if you want to know how to create a Maven project, you can see the description. I have added the link for how to create a simple Maven project in Java. So if you have created this as a Maven project, you will be having the pom.xml file. In the pom.xml file we should add the following dependencies. In that, the Spring Boot starters are one of the main dependencies that will be added. Apart from that, we should be having the H2 database. So what I am doing is, like, apart from pushing into the Kafka topic, I am storing in an in-memory database also. So we should add the H2 database dependency and a Tomcat Jasper dependency and JSON and Kafka client. So while going through the code, we will be coming to know why these dependencies are added, and a basic build plugin. So all these are very not advanced, very basic kind of requirements that we need to create this Spring Boot starter application. Yes, and then we shall go to the controller class. So MVC stands for model, view and control, and then the C will be the controller class, where we'll be adding the actual business logic or the actual logic that has to be followed. We are having a controller class, and we are auto wiring the repository that we have already created, having a logger factory, having a logger class. And when we give our aim is to, like, as soon as the server is started, we have to go to the browser and give the URL as localhost and then some port number and then /. So in order to give this, for this purpose only we are writing this method public string home in order to go to the home page. Okay, then so the home page returns to the JSP page student underscore home, and when we go to the student underscore, so it actually returns a student underscore home. Then it means that it should be requiring a file called student underscore home. So that is what has been created here. It is nothing but a HTML form. When you see here, it has the statements for the import statement for JSP. It's like a HTML tag we are having, and then we are having the head tag, and inside the body it is nothing but a form with ID and an action. So in the action, if you give the submit button, it should go to the action add student. This add student only we have described here in the controller class. So when you see here this add student, so as soon as we give the submit button, it will come to this logic add student. Okay, so this JSP page will collect all the student ID, student name, gender, mark details, and then if you give submit, it will go to the add student logic present in the controller. So in the add student we are doing nothing but adding or saving into the database. So we are having the repo dot save, means we are saving into the database. Ultimately we are using a h2 database here, and that is what has been specified here in the pom.xml as the dependency. h2 database. Okay, and so the message what we have got will be we have to, it will be not in the proper format, it will be a kind of a string, but we have to convert it to a JSON. So while pushing into the Kafka topic, I am converting it into a JSON and then pushing, not like a plain string. So for that, to do that conversion, we are having the JSON library here. So this JSON also we have used in the pom.xml. So once this got executed, it returns the same home page with all the resetted values. That means like the home page, when we give the submit button, the values will be produced in the producer, Kafka producer, and it will be added to the h2 database, and then once again it will give back the same JSP page student home. It will once again give back the JSP page as the output. So for that only we are giving the the home page as here as the return value. Okay, so what this method Kafka producer does is like it actually calls a utils package, utils class. So the utils class we have described here in the utils package. So it is nothing but a properties, Java properties. We are specifying all the Kafka's properties like the bootstrap server, the key and the value. So for each in Kafka, each of the message that we are producing contains key and value, and so ultimately this we are specifying the format of the key and value of the message. We are specifying as a string. Apart from that, there are many other formats are available that we can see in the further videos, and here it nothing but we are giving some default properties and then returning back to the this method present in the controller. Okay, so this method nothing but it describes a producer. In this producer, it takes the properties as the arguments, and each message is described as record in Kafka. So this particular producer record takes two arguments. One is the topic name, Kafka topic name. Here the student topic name is already available, it has been already created. If not, it will create newly. And the message is nothing but the actual message that we got from here. See the actual message, the Kafka producer, we are sending the message as the argument. The actual message will be produced into the Kafka producer. So this send will send to the producer, and once the message is produced, we are just closing the producer. So whenever any kind of thread is open, it should be closed. That will be that is always a good practice. So yeah, this is like a basic description of the producer API and it just produces single message and then closes the producer. That is what the purpose of this particular method. Okay, so now we have covered almost all the basic files that we have created, and then we can run and see the application. So before running and seeing, since it requires a Kafka, so we should ensure that our Kafka server is running. If not, we should start. Okay, let me start Kafka in my local. I am using Confluent 7. See, Confluent 7.0.1 is a version that I am using. So before starting Kafka, we should start Zookeeper. We shall see all these components: Kafka, Zookeeper, and so these producer, consumer, these kinds of terminologies alone in separate videos. So as of now, this is specifically meant for who already knows the basic terminologies, or already who has the basic knowledge in Kafka. And if you want to integrate a Spring MVC with Kafka, or if you want to create a UI driven Kafka producer, you can make use of this particular code snippet, and you can develop it further. Now let us start the Zookeeper first. We should go to I'm going to the folder called bin. Zookeeper server start is the script that we have to run to start the Zookeeper. So I am running that script first. Bin server start, and this requires one command line argument. It is nothing but the zookeeper.properties that is available in the etc Kafka folder. Okay, it will be keep on running, and I will be opening a new session, going to this folder, and then I have to start the Kafka. Zookeeper has been started. Now I have to start the Kafka server. So this is the command to start the Kafka server, and here also we have to give the one more command line argument. Okay, Kafka is also running, and now Kafka is up and running. So now we have to ensure that whether it is running properly or not. So what I am doing is I am running the just a command to list all the topics available. Bin Kafka topics. This is a local default port number. I didn't make any change any default properties. I'm just using the default value 9092. If you want, you can change the port number in the server.properties file. So as of now, I'm using the default one, and then I'm just listing. So when you see the topic student is already available, and if you want to see the messages present in that, this is the command. Topic, and then the topic name. Topic name is student. So from beginning will displays all the messages from beginning. So already it has 2 messages. Now if we post any new message, it will come as the third message. Okay, now the Kafka is running and the consumer is also running. This will be keep on running. Whenever it gets a new message, it will be displayed here. Now let us start our application. We shall start our MVC application. I am starting it, and we will be getting the logs initially, and it is saying that our server is running in the port number 1133. Okay, now I am going to the local host 1133 slash. Let us see what we are getting. We are actually getting a basic and a simple HTML page. It is nothing but a form. It expects us to give these student values and give submit, and we also use the in-memory database, so we can check whether that database is also up and running. So I am giving a h2-console command, and then with all these default values I am giving as connect. Okay, we can see that our database student is available. So I am just clicking and running the select query. As of now there are 0 records, so we are not getting any records here. Let me add a value in the student, I mean in the form. Let us see. So when I give submit, it is expected that one row should be inserted here as well as in the terminal, I mean in the Kafka consumer. Okay, that is what is expected, and let me give submit. Okay, as soon as we give submit, this page got refreshed and it once again came back to the student home page. Okay, so when you see here in the console consumer, we actually got this value 103, Naveen, gender is male, mark is 80. This is what the new record that we have recently submitted in the form. Let us check whether this has been updated in the H2 database also. I am running the same query once again. Yeah, we got 103 male, 80 Naveen. Okay, now I am going to push one more record. Say student, let us 111, name something like Hari, and then male, mark let me give us 90, and then submit. Let us see the console first here. Yes, we got the new record here, and in the terminal also we have got the new record. So this is how we are supposed to so this is not the only method to integrate Kafka with Spring MVC. There are many other efficient ways to do this. This is just a basic example where we can create a UI driven Kafka producer and Kafka producer, and we can make use of this to develop further other further more if you want. So as of now, when you see the Google Chrome, this is a very simple or a very basic HTML page. You can add styling to this, you can add many features, designs, everything, whatever thing you want you can develop it further. So the code I will add in the description. You can find the GitHub link in the description and make use of it. Okay viewers, hope you enjoyed this video. Please post your comment, like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. Please press the bell icon. Thank you.